Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to work on some ladders for this thing. So without further ado, let's just get started. So now that we have our top of the roof rack all welded up, we need to figure out what we want to do for the ladders. And I was thinking that I was going to just do an arc up and then come into the bottom, but I think that's going to look stupid. So I think if I come straight up, I'm not going to have enough room for my feet on the bar, but I have to stay within the limits of the mud flaps because that's 8 feet, and I got to stay within the 8 feet wide. So I think if we actually just come all the way out to the outside, and then we'll just do a 90-degree bend at the end and go right into the bottom one. Yeah, let's do that. Let's get a ladder over here. All right, here's the thought. I want the ladders to be the width of the window, like a full, like fingers width, like finger depth apart, like away from the truck, and then 90 degree at the top. But I want the bottoms to go in the middle. So I think what I'm going to do is put the stairs, each step is going to be 1 foot apart. So I think I'm going to come up 8 inches, lean this thing out about that angle, come up to 8 inches, bend whatever angle this is in the pipe so that it'll follow the contour and give me a step that's, what is that going to be? So that'll give me a step that's 4 inches deep. Maybe a little bit more, about 4 inches deep before my toes are in the window. And that should be plenty. Yeah, that'll get past the ball. That'll be on the ball of my foot. That'll be good. So we're still within the, what do you call that? Still within the fender. So I don't want to be outside of that fender on a vertical plane because that'll put me outside of 8 feet. But the maximum width on a truck is not to exceed 8 feet in most states. And I want to be legal in all 50 states. So yeah, what the heck? Let's bend this thing and see what happens. Well, we went out on Craigslist and got ourselves another new toy. Got ourselves a hydraulic bender. Let's move it over there. Okay. Yeah. Hey Siri, how do you use a hydraulic pipe bender? How do you use a hydraulic tube bender?
Hey, I found this on the web for how to use a hydrometer. Check it out.
Not a hydrometer. Hey Siri, how do you use a hydraulic tube bender?
Okay, I found this on the web for how to use a hydraulic tube bender. Check it out.
Okay.
Out of all the vendors, this is our model 225 amp pump hydraulic, and this is probably the easiest unit to use.
I'll be the judge of that. All right, this goes here like so. Oh, metaphors. Let's use the iPhone since it has a better gauge than that monstrosity that this thing is. Should quit jiggling on Tuesday. 0.8, 1 degree. Hey, they're both sides are going up. So I get an extra 1.6 degrees on this side so far. I'll just have to calculate that in later. It's our easiest bender to use. It's our easiest bender to frickin' screw things up. Oops. Let's just put that there and see what we end up with. Oh, it's a bit of a pain in the ass to get this thing out. Give me my tube! Okay, so we came in 2.5 inches from the end. Actually, no. Yeah, friggin' idiot, just measure this stuff. All right, so yeah, roughly 2.5 inches from the end. Started our bend. We bent it at 112 degrees for the top piece. No idea how far we came down. And then the bottom piece, I came up what was that? 8 inches, 7 inches from the end, and that was way too much. So we had to cut off a big chunk of it. And that's where I started the bend, so I'm going to still need to cut off a little bit more. But I need to know... Okay, I'm just going to notch this monster right to the 2.5 inch mark. And that should give us the 4 inches from the top bar, which should give us... We might actually have to come in more. Might actually have to come into the bend itself. Alright, well I guess that worked. Okay, so we've got this thing all Christmas treed up in here. The mirror is in the way. But if you come over and you look, that is the angle that I want this thing to sit at. I want it to come right down the truck, matching the lines, and not pass the flare, fender flare. However, as you notice, the bottom angle is quite a bit too much. It's a bit too severe. So we're just going to burn this pipe. Well, cut it off and we'll use it as crossbars or something. So we're going to recalculate this angle and figure out what this one's going to be. But I do like that top, so we're going to keep that angle. And let's cut another one. Try it again. All right, so this is like attempt number 27. Not that many, but it's like attempt number 4. Kind of like that. I think we need just a skosh more of a bend in the bottom to bring that piece in another inch, and then the bar out another, I don't know, 1/2 inch or so, maybe 3/4 of an inch. So we'll do that. Okay, so let's bend another degree in here and then we'll refit and try it. I know the guy that I bought this bender from is probably watching this going, oh my God, this guy's an idiot. Which, yeah, he'd be right. Man, I went and looked at his welds. He took me out and showed me his house, and he put up a railing, and his welds were like, not like stack of dimes, like stack of half dimes. They were beautiful. And then I come back and look at my welds, and I'm like, don't give up my day job. Boy, that doesn't look like it bent at all, but let's pull it off and try it on the truck before I mess it up. Holy smokes, I think we're perfect, yeah? Nope. That's what I get for thinking. It's gotta come out to here. Close enough to the edge to make it line up, because that would need to be out here to make it look good. Step back and take a look. Yeah, that looks a lot better. Even though it's 4 inches at the top and then 3.5 inches from the body at the bottom. So that's gonna have to come in just a skosh more. This is gonna have to come in like another 1/2 inch. Back to the bender. Try this again. Banding on the truck, take 3. Okay, so 18 degrees is not it. So we came in 1/4 of an inch. Went from 15 to 18 and got 1/4 of an inch. Really? That's it. So I guess we'll go to 20 degrees. All right, let's try that again. Fitment on the truck, part 3-ish. I don't know, 4, 3, 4, 5, whatever. That's where I want it. Then again, that's what I said last time, and I was wrong. I was not wrong, I was just simply mistaken. There is no right or wrong in this. There's only opinion. And my opinion says this looks like shite. I think it's sitting at 20 degrees, but it's still too far out. Yeah. Big head in the way. Kind of like that. I like that. Okay. I'm just going to stick with that. Yeah, so 22 degrees should get us another 1/8 of an inch in. So 24 degrees should get us all the way to 1/4. So let's do this at 24 degrees. And see what that looks like. Okay, try this again. Digging it on the truck, take 5. There we go. Squeaky old man noises included. 3.5, perfect, beautiful. That's exactly what I want. Okay, so that's 23 degrees. Okay, so we have 112 at the top, 23 degrees at the bottom. And I need to put another 3/8 of an inch on there. 3/8 of an inch of length. Let's see, do I want to weld directly to this diamond plate? Not really. Kind of think I want to keep that separate. Or do I just want to replace that diamond plate? That's pretty stout stuff though. I don't know. Torn. Again. Torn. Okay. All right. All right. Cool. So now we know. Actually, let's go see if this matches up on the other side of the truck. Let's make sure it fits behind here. Man, do I want that ladder that wide? I don't want it. Yeah. Window edge to window edge, because that way if I ever break this frickin' window, I can still run my bead tool back in there. Framing. It's never my good side. $112 and $158. All right, $112 and $158. Final fitting of the front driver's side. We hope final fitting. Let's go right there and ta-da! Friction fit like a glove. Man. Huh. Wow, I inadvertently got that thing perfect. I mean, totally did that on purpose. Purposeful like. Cool. All right. Let's test the back one. And I have a feeling we're gonna need to shave this one down. Yeah, we need to shave that guy down. A skosh. How much is a skosh? No idea. This is the way to go down a ladder backwards. I just got to go on record and say, you know your bandsaw is straight when you can shave off chunks like that. That's pretty cool. Anyway, nerd tip. Rear fitment test. Take 37. Hey, look at that. It's almost like I meant to do it. Okay. Grab the tape measure. And in between those two uprights, you should be 14 inches in between. Oh man, 14 exactly. Don't know how I did that without pre-doing that. Let's take you guys over and show you what we're looking at. So that right there is what we're looking at. Kind of like it. So we'll put 4 rungs in there, 1 each foot apart. Call it good. Make another set for the other side. All right, since I want to weld the bars directly to this step without putting another big old hunk of steel on top of it, I'm just going to remove this if I can. We may actually have to rip these, drill these screws out and put some through bolts in there. Now it's turning. And it's stripped. Most definitely. That ain't going anywhere. There goes a little bit. There. Now we line up. Okay, so let's sandblast this thing, weld these bolts onto it. Maybe even grind them flush.
Not bad. It's tolerable. Cool.
And just like that, we've got ladders.